New paint colors, new options, standard features and technology. Let's talk about everything that's new in the 2024 Audi A5 Sportback. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We're here at Audi of Lakeland in Florida with the new 2024 Audi A5 Sportback 40 TFSI Quattro. Yes, we have it here behind us today, and we need to know what this car is all about. What's new, the options, the features, this specific spec, pricing, fuel economy, all that great stuff we need to break down today so you guys can take a look at this beautiful A5 that I have behind me here at Audi of Lakeland. Big shout out to Audi of Lakeland here in Florida for allowing me to take a look at the new A5 Sportback. If you guys want to get a hold of this car, check the link in the description for their website, number, everything you need to do to contact them to get this car. So we got to talk about everything that's new on the A5 Sportback for 2024. It's an exciting year for Audi. So we have a lot of standard features that get added to this model just by getting the car, like Audi Active Lane Assist. You also have adaptive cruise control and parking system plus driver assistance features. You also get things like a standard heating steering wheel, and also hands-on detection. Now with that, you also have standard remote start on every model except the entry-level A5 Sportback 40, unfortunately. And you also get things included like traffic sign recognition, predictive adaptive cruise control, and a trial subscription to Audi Connect Plus that has been added to the available navigation package. When it comes to paint colors, well, Progressive Red Metallic takes the place of Tango Red Metallic in exterior color range, and Arcona White replaces Ibris White. And when you check out the key fob, it's pretty chill with the gloss black and aluminum siding. And then you also have your unlock, lock, and you have your remote for your trunk release. You also have panic as well, and a physical key where the Audi rings are here. You just press this button to the side and pull it down, and you have a physical key just in case your key fob battery dies. Now let's talk about the dimensions of the overall Sportback look. Well, you're looking at 187.2 inches in length, a width of 72.6 inches, and a height of 54.6 inches with a total wheelbase of 111.2 inches and a curb weight of 3,759 pounds. Now when it comes to this specific spec, you're looking at a Manhattan gray metallic A5 Sportback. Now with that, we have a couple of things on it that's going to give it its flair that it has today. But first, let's take a quick look at that paint. While the Florida sun is doing its thing, you can see that gray metallic paint working very hard to please us, and it's doing a great job. Now keep in mind, we do also have the black optic package on here as well that's going to give this a different kind of flair. Let's take a look up front where we have Audi beam rings right there in front to show off. It looks really good with the front fascia. I mean, wow, you gotta love the presence, the road presence that these cars have with the big wide open mouth grille and the black surround and gloss black. You also have the front lip done in gray, also with the rest of the front fascia of the car around the big grille. And then you have the Quattro badge there as well, letting you know what we're working with today. Full LED headlamps as well, as you guys can see here. We'll see them illuminated in just a moment, but the full LED headlamps with the sequential look is always nice. And then we have the big blades on the side here, all right, with the honeycomb grille. And then we have some side inserts there, all right, for extra aerodynamics. And when you look at it all, you take a step back with that hood. It's very sporty, very aggressive up front, and definitely commands your attention. Now for the side profile, we get beautiful 19-inch multi-spoke design wheels with a bi-color finish and all-season tires. And as you guys can see, the Audi logo in a monochrome look right there, front and center, with these Continental tires, which are Pro Contact. Look very beautiful. Again, going along with the flavor here, we do have beautiful gray done with chrome on the front fender to connect the door. Again, a very seamless design. And then you have your side skirts and everything to match with the matching body door colored handles. Then you have the mirror cap, same gray spec as well, in the metallic flake. Black window moldings going all around. And we do have a panel roof, which makes the entire roof glass with the shark fin antenna there, so you guys can see that. And then when it comes to the rear of the car, the design is pretty seamless. I think I like the rear the best. It just flows so well and looks very luxurious and elegant when it comes to the rear of this A5. As you guys can see, the beautiful tail lamps that look very futuristic, very classy, and again, very luxurious. You have the chrome A5 badge, the chrome rings, and then the Quattro badge there as well. And then when you come along the rear diffuser, it's a nice breakup when you have the black rear diffuser with some dimensions and kind of, you know, styling and curvaceousness, but then with the aluminum, or I want to say, yeah, aluminum exhaust tips done in that very sharp and sleek horizontal look to contour with the rear diffuser and then fuse into the bumper. I really like the way that they did that with the deflectors or reflectors at the top. And then take a look at it from this angle, and again, it looks very classy and just very chill, very modern on as far as the design goes. And I think that Audi kind of knocked it out of the park with this one. Now, what's powering the Sportback for the 2024 model year? Well, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder TFSI engine, and that engine will give you 201 horsepower, 236 pound-feet of torque out of this 4-cylinder. Now with that, you're paired with the S-Tronic 7-speed automatic manual mode select. Now how does that translate into numbers? Well, we're looking at a top speed of 150 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds. Now when it comes to fuel economy, 30, 26, 35. 30 for the city and highway, 26 city, 35 highway, and premium 91 standard is suggested for your fuel. Let's check out the cargo space. This thing has tons of it. As you guys can see, that Sportback lip, well, it lifts up the entire set for the back and opens up. Now with that, what does that translate to? 21.8 cubic feet of space. And you can see all 3 seats also fold down in a 40-20-40 split with the privacy shade here as well, netting for extra storage on both sides. And then for your floor mats here, when you move that, well, you got an extra space underneath for your tires. Spare tire is under here as well. So everything is tucked away very cleanly, very neatly, with ample amount of storage room, privacy shade up there as well to make sure everything is completely covered. And then you can close and lock your Sportback. Now let's take a look at the interior of the A5 Sportback. Again, to match the exterior, it's very classy when it comes to this spec. Black seating, gray stitching all throughout this model. Now you also have, if you look at the door paneling here, an idea of what we're looking at as far as our spec goes, with gloss black trim, aluminum, and we have the oak wood inserts, soft touch plastics with leatherette all throughout, and stitching going throughout that, with the Bang & Olufsen sound system as well. And then we have the A5 floor mats, the all-weather floor mats, which will be included in an option that we'll check out here as well. Stepping inside, beautiful for the spec again. We'll close the door, and this is where you want to be if you want something classic and classy from Audi. So let's start her up. Don't mind my coffee cup here. Very chilly day here in Florida. And you guys will see the digital speedo there, 7-inch infotainment screen, and the beautiful leather wrapped steering wheel here with the Audi rings. Now we got a little bit too much wind going, so I don't want to say wind, but air going. So we're going to turn that down as far as the wind speed by pressing this here. Yes, nice physical buttons, and I can change that. Also, the radio is going. Let's turn the radio down, all right, so we can stay copyright free. Now, keep in mind that we get, again, we have the beautiful leather wrapped steering wheel, Audi rings, aluminum right here. All right, we have our menu controls and everything here. We have our hands-free controls, heated steering wheel control. We also have our paddle shifters on the back, which are mounted to the steering wheel. All right, you always know where they are. You also have your turn indicator there. You also have your windshield wiper nozzle thing there, and you have your cruise control all down here. Now on this side, you'll see your lighting controls. Underneath here, you have a little cubby that'll be a good place to put, you know, your license, registration, insurance, anything like that, just in case you do some spirited driving and get caught up in the moment. Now, before we get to the screen, let's talk about, again, the dual zone climate control. And again, this is important because it's physical buttons, guys, physical buttons, which is great because sometimes touch screens, they get a little fingerprinty, they get a little finicky. You know that these buttons are gonna click and they're gonna work. Heated seats, and again, those nice clicky buttons that just, again, they go a long way. You also see your drive mode selector here, which let's get out of this, okay, because, you know, we want to make sure we can see it. So we can change our drive mode selector by pressing this button here and go between comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. All right, so individual is obviously going to be your mode where you actually preference it, you know, change it to your preferences, how you would like it. Then you have your start stop right here, your traction, your parking sensors, and then you can turn the screen off by pressing that button there. All right, then we look down, we saw that start stop button. We can also see that we have a USB 2.0 down there, a 12 volt as well, some cup holders, which I happen to be using, that are surrounded in the gloss black trim. Also aluminum trim going around that, and then around that is our oak trim. So we get it all here in this model. Now we have our radio controls there as well. Good place to put our key. You know, we have that slim key fob there. We have our parking brake, electronic parking brake there, and then we have our drive selector here where we can change our gears. Now when we do that, we have P for park here, and this is very contoured to your hand, so they make it minimal effort. And then we want to go back to drive. We could do that, or we could do drive manual and go over to the right, and you can upshift, downshift with this here as well if you don't want to do it with the paddles. Now you can also do reverse, and I go to reverse, then you'll see that we do have the surround view camera, and we have plenty of views when it comes to parking, pulling in, doing whatever we need to do in order to get us to where we need to be when it comes to this complete setup. Now then you can also go back and go into neutral, or you can press P and go into park. Then you have tray table here, and as you guys can see, wireless charger all set up there, and some extra storage as well. So you're set up when it comes to all of that. Glove box here, and that is covered with the wood trim all throughout, and the Quattro badge there, if you guys can see. Again, the soft touch plastics, the gloss black going all throughout. It looks really good. And then obviously we have the configurable menu when it comes to the speedo here, and it comes to changing everything as far as your information that you want to see, depending on the time of day and the need of what you need during that time. So again, very intuitive, very customizable when it comes to the digital gauges. Now, again, with that same flavor, well, we can't do too much because I'm not connected necessarily to the car, but as you guys can see, we have our media controls, radio controls, phone navigation, vehicle, phone apps, favorite settings, all that stuff. Very intuitive system when it comes to this, very user friendly when it comes to this as well, and it works when it needs to work. So there's a bunch of different ways you can get to whatever you need to in this infotainment system, but again, since I'm not connected, I don't have everything set up, but I do love it. I do love that up here you guys can see it, your driver profile there, your time, everything like that, your Bluetooth, radio, all that. You can see the radio's muted. I'll get a little closer so you guys can see that. So it is all there for you guys. Again, they make it very seamless for you, and they make it very easy to use. You just got to get up here and set it up however you would like it, and Audi's gonna do it for you. Now, just to show you how much light that big sunroof lets in, it's a lot of natural daylight. And then if I swoop over to up here, let's get to focus. There you go. You guys can see that we do have our dome lights here, SOS, and our puddle lights as well up here for your Audi A5. You have your visor here with the mirrors as well. And then you can see the Bang & Olufsen sound system, the speakers up here and up here. There's speakers over there, there's speakers everywhere, but it is definitely worth it for that sound. All right, the sound system is incredible. I've tested it out in here. Obviously, again, copyright, I can't necessarily do it, but I need to blast one of these out on the roadway, because this is gonna make you feel good playing music in here. But yeah, for the good part, guys, this is a great place to be. You got everything you need at your fingertips, and I'm not mad at it at all. Now let's take a look at the rear, because the rear has the same luxuries back here as it does in the front. So you guys can see that we have the same black seats with the gray stitching all throughout. We also have, if you hop inside, floor mats, all weather floor mats. We have beautiful black and oak on the doors, soft touch, stitching all throughout as well, and the Bang & Olufsen sound system right inside as well. And then if you close inside, you'll see that we have our HVAC controls here. We have our charge only USB 2.0s, our 12 volt here as well. Some netting here for extra storage. And then if we look at this big armrest here, lift this up and you got some extra space here if you need any kind of papers or documents stowed behind there. And then guess what else we got? Guess. Cup holders. Yes, we do. All right. Great design for Audi to make that just so seamless when it comes to the cup holder design. I love that. Now, of course, we have to show off the beautiful headlamps with the sequential turn signal. Look at how cool those look. With the turn signal going from left to right. Again, just a really cool feature of these lights. And they look phenomenal at night, I promise you guys. Now, the amber turn signal is right here in the mirror cap, if you guys can see that. And then we have the beautiful sequential tails that look very futuristic when it comes to their style as well. Check those out, guys. I love Audi lighting. They do it the best when it comes to just overall style and design. Now let's talk about the 2024 Audi A5 Sportback 40 TFSI Quattro. This is what it's going to cost you for this model year. Now that's the suggested retail price where it starts its life at $45,500. But after the options we have here today, where you're looking at $53,185. Now, there's a reason we got there, because we also have a destination charge of $1095 to get it here and get it set up for you. Now, before we get to the actual options, check out the warranty and maintenance. Looking at 4 years, 50,000, whichever occurs first for the new vehicle limited warranty, 12-year limited warranty against a corrosion perforation, and then you also have 4 years roadside assistance coverage as well, provided by a third-party supplier. Now let's talk about options and how we got to this specific spec we have here today. We're looking at a Manhattan gray metallic paint at $595. We're looking with the black and rock gray stitching, this included. We're also looking at the Premium Plus package, which is going to be our biggest package today. What does that give us? Well, the alarm system with motion sensor, Audi Advanced Key and Audi Virtual Cockpit, the Audi Side Assist with pre-sense rear, the auto-dimming power folding exterior mirrors with memory, Bang & Olufsen sound system with 3D sound, leatherette covered center console and door armrest, memory for the driver's seat and rear USB charge ports, Sirius XM, top view camera system, and wireless phone charging pad. Now the black optic package is $1,300. That's going to give us our 19-inch multi-spoke design wheel, all-season tires, body color door handles, black exterior elements, gray oak, natural wood inlays with that as well for the interior. And then the Audi beam rings, $295, with the Audi Guard all-weather floor mats, $200. So that's how we get to our specific price at $53,185 today. Now, this is everything that this car will come with at $45,500. That is right off the lot, as standard as you can get before adding any options. Make sure you guys check out this list, zoom in, pause it, do what you need to do to make sure that you guys know everything you can get on these A5s just right out of the factory before adding the options to get it where you see it here today with our A5 Sportback 40 TFSI Quattro. With all the standard equipment, the new options, features, technology, how are you guys feeling about the new A5 Sportback for the 2024 model year? Drop those comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Now make sure you guys check the links in the description so you guys can check out the website and the listing for this new A5 Sportback, and make sure you guys get this in your driveway ASAP. So with that said, guys, give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.